Only a handful of Ugandans knew Kasirye Ggwanga by his full names. You would have to look for close friends like Nuwa Wamala Nyanzi to tell you that he was known as Ivan Waswa Kasirye Ggwanga. And after their secondary education, Nyanzi, Kasirye Ggwanga and a Buganda Prince Suna, among others, were persuaded to join the army in 1972.
He went to Kibuli, I went to St. Francis. Then in 1972, we joined the Uganda Armed Forces. We trained together in Bombo for 9 months.
Kasirye Ggwanga and Nyanzi joined the army in the hope of restoring the abolished Buganda kingdom.
We knew what the values of the kingdom were and what had happened after the kingdom had been the kingdoms had been abolished. So we had to fight for it. We believed in it and we still believe in it.
Unlike his friend Kasirye Ggwanga, who until his last days was still proud of being a soldier, Nyanzi quit the army in 1977 and fled into exile in Nairobi.
I was in Nairobi in exile.
So you had fled this
Yes.
country?
No, I left even before the overthrow of Idi Amin. I had issues, we had problems. I was detained in Makinde for 9 days.
Kasirye Ggwanga was part of the government forces that were captured by the Tanzanian forces in 1979 and imprisoned in Tanzania for about 2 years.
And he was involved in the war, when Uganda was attacked.
It was not until Ggwanga's elder brother, Lieutenant James Kasirye, was brutally murdered that he joined rebel forces in the fight to host former President Milton Obote's regime. Lieutenant Kasirye had been a pilot in the army.
It hurt General Ggwanga so much. He was one of the few who would fly helicopters. He was trained in Italy. He was our hero. He was our mentor, one you'd look up to.
Nyanzi describes Major General Kasirye Ggwanga as a very honest soldier who did not mince his words.
A humanist and a brave man. A brave man. He was fearless. As long as he believed in something, he'd go for it. Kasirye Ggwanga lived his dream. Whatever he read, he put in practice. He said what he meant and he meant what he said. He was not a hypocrite. What you saw is what you got. But he was a very, very kind man and very generous.
Before he started falling sick last year, Kasirye Ggwanga had narrated to Nyanzi what could have caused it.
It's me who called him to find out how he was doing. He had a tooth problem. They had just done a root canal on his tooth. So I was asking him how he was doing and I sent him some medicine to help him.
Known for his love for a cigarette and dogs, Nyanzi says his last words were about his most loved dog, called Animal.
That's the last thing he spoke was to his dog. He said, "I'll be back." But was kind of concerned about his health and the kind of stuff.
According to Nyanzi, Kasirye Ggwanga did not trust anyone apart from his dog.
Dogs are loyal. Dogs don't betray. Humans do.
Wamala Nyanzi says he had also discussed with Kasirye Ggwanga about his concerns about COVID-19 before his death.
And he was so worried about the COVID-19 and how it was going to affect the people, because he saw if it ever came here, the amount of suffering that it would cause, the impact it would have on the population. He was very worried about that.
Nuwa Wamala Nyanzi says Kasirye Ggwanga is indeed a true hero, even having died on a hero's day.
General Kasirye Ggwanga was a hero. He died on a hero, but he was a star. He was always a star. In everything he did, he excelled. And he made sure he quit this life on the hero's day, and he will always be celebrated.
Jingo Francis, NTV.